So if you want to live the billionaire lifestyle, there is room for you. You want to live the average man lifestyle, there is room for you. You want to be the middle class, you want to be a poor man, there is room for you. Subscribe. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jane. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Make sure to subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet. So yeah, today's video I'm going to share with you guys cost of living here in Philippines. I'm going to show you guys how much it costs to live here in the Philippines, especially in Cebu City. I don't know about Manila, I don't know about other cities. In Manila, I know that things are a bit expensive because that is the capital of Philippines. So if you think that you can afford Manila if you don't have a car, then sure, because transportation in Manila is killing, like it's deadly, you guys, because it is so expensive. I mean, Grab can go from like 300 to 900 to 1k at times. That's a lot of money. So yeah, but I live in Cebu City where it's quite affordable. It's expensive, but it's affordable. So it all depends on your pocket, to be very honest. I don't know like how much you're worth or how much you earn in a month. You just have to cut your coat according to your size. Okay, cut your coat according to what? Your size. So you can actually live in an expensive area, in all those bougie areas as where rent is above 30k pesos. It is absolutely your choice. And you can also live somewhere that rent is like 7k. You can also live somewhere where rent is like 4k. You can live somewhere where rent is like 5k. So it's completely your choice. Okay, even 3k house every day. So it just depends on what you want to go for and the comfort that you want and how your pocket size is. Okay, so first thing I would say is rent. Rent goes from at least 3k and above, 3k to 100k a month. Just depends on where you're staying. So if you're staying in like all these bougie areas, just expect to pay like 70k pesos a month, 40k pesos a month, 30k pesos a month, 25k and all of those things. So it just depends on you. Like I said, you can also stay in shared apartments where you might end up paying like 3k, 4k, 5k. Just depends on the apartment that you guys got. Maybe you guys get a 4-bedroom apartment that goes for 25k or goes for 20k, and then you guys have, I don't know how many of you would be in the house, so you get to split it, and maybe each of you might end up paying 5k, 7k. It just depends. So but here I know that whoever takes the master's room pays higher, so fingers crossed on that. So it just depends on you. If you're coming with friends or you want to stay with friends, you want to stay alone, your choice. Okay, so this is also applicable to students, okay, international students and all that, because I know most people that watch me are students, people trying to move here. Utilities, which comprises of your light, water, Wi-Fi, and all these other small things in the house that you have to pay for. So when it comes to that aspect, yeah, I think it depends on your usage. If you live alone, you'll be able to know, the time to turn off the light, the time to turn off your TV, the time to not let your computer on. All of those things you'll be able to minimize it. So you might end up paying like 1k or even less than 1k a month for lights, because you live alone. You control when you want your electricity to be on. If you're traveling, you can turn off the light completely from your apartment. As far as you don't have anything in your refrigerator that would get bad, you can turn off everything in your apartment and then just travel. You can spend 2 weeks and all of that and you're good. But when you stay with people, if you stay in a shared apartment, just know that your light bill, your water bill and all of those things would not be consistent, because sometimes it might be higher, sometimes it might be lesser, because you live with people. You cannot control them turning off the light. You can also not control them turning on water or running water. So all of these things you can't control it. Okay, so for me, I stay in a shared apartment here, and it's like within the range of 500, sometimes 700, sometimes it's above that, like 1k. And if we are a lot, that's for my own share though. But if it's the entire house, we might end up paying like 3k, 2k something, and all of those things. That's the bill they bring, and then we split it among ourselves. So it just depends on what you use in your house as well. So if you're the type that you have microwave, you have fridge, you have oven, you have boiler, you have all of these things, your light bill is going to be crazy. Okay, so it just depends on you. I feel like people don't spend that much money on water, because you just take your bath, wash your dishes, cook, that's all. Or maybe do laundry if you're the type that loves to do your laundry yourself. So I don't think water is that expensive. It will vary from like 300 and above in a month, depending on how you run your water. Like I said, it all depends on you, how you use it. Now when it comes to transportation is something that you cannot predict. Okay, so if you're a student, you might decide to opt for the cheapest means of transportation, which is jeepneys or buses, and you might end up paying like maximum of 10 pesos to wherever you're going to. Okay, so that kind of makes sense. It's cheaper. So if you go to school in the morning, 10 pesos, coming back 10 pesos. It just depends. What if you're coming back in the evening and the traffic is so much, or it's afternoon, you're so hot and you don't want to be packed inside jeepney and buses? You might just end up taking a taxi, which you end up paying like 100 pesos or more, 150 or more. So you might spend so much. For me, I spend a lot on transportation. Okay, I actually do spend a lot on transportation, which is something that I'm still struggling to cut down. Okay, but if you have a car, it's a good deal for you, because obviously you've invested. That's like an investment. Okay, you've bought a car, all you need to do is maintain the car once in a while, put in fuel and all of those, and you're good. So if you have gas in your car, you don't even have to be bothered about transportation, all of these things at all. So I think transportation really depends on you. But as a student, I'll say for transportation, budget at least 1,000 pesos. If you're not the outgoing type, if it's just school back and forth, 1,000 pesos I think should be enough, or 1,500 should be enough for you when it comes to transportation. But if you're someone that work and you own a car and all of those things, I think you already know what to do. Just be like 3k or even more, because filling tank, I don't know how much it costs to fill your tank with gas, so I don't really know. So I'd say it all depends on you. Last if you are the outgoing type, every minute you're outside, you'll be spending more money on gas. So you get the point. When it comes to house stuff like cooking gas, all of these things, it varies from 600 to 800, depending on what size and what brand of cooking gas you're using. So yeah, put that in your mind. And you have to buy gas. And the good thing about this country is the gas actually lasts more than a month. Okay, so you can be using gas and it will last like 2 months, 3 months. Okay, 2 to 3 months max. Let's just say 2.5 months. Okay, but then if you stay in a shared apartment, you probably use the gas for about a month and a half, because every other person will be cooking. It's not just you. So when it comes to food, I would say it totally depends on you, but you can save cost when you cook in your house. To be honest, spend time, go to the local market, buy things at cheaper rate, and stock up your fridge and cook for yourself. It is way more cheaper than buying from eateries, buying from fast food and all that stuff. Yeah, once in a while you can decide to treat yourself, with all those things. But if you have to eat out every single day, you're on your own. Okay, you're going to spend a lot of money. So I think for students, please, if you can buy food from the local market and stock up in your fridge and cook different type of meals with those things, cool. But if you prefer eating out, still your choice. Imagine spending 300 pesos twice a day. If you eat 2 times a day, that's like 600. Imagine spending 600 every day. Calculate it times 1 month, give yourself brain. So but then if you cook, You might probably eat out once a week just to treat yourself. Maybe every Sunday you'll be like, Sundays are my days for eating out, and you actually like prepare your mind for that. So food is quite affordable. You can even spend 3k on food for a month. If you buy from local market, buy things from the grocery store and add it, and then you're good, okay, for a month. So I think 3,000 should be enough for food. And then, you know, if you want to eat out, budget like 10k and above, your choice. Like I said, Wi-Fi as well. Wi-Fi varies. It depends on the plan you're going for. The plan can be from 500 pesos upwards. Yeah, there's plan for 500 pesos upwards, but I think that's very slow. So most people go for the one for 900 and above. So if you stay in a shared apartment, that's very cheap for you. You might end up paying 300 pesos or something, or lesser than that. It just depends on how many of you that is in the house. So Wi-Fi is quite affordable. Data and all of those things is actually affordable. But if you live alone, you know that you pay for 900 and above, 1,299, depending on the plan that you are going for. If you love to hang out with friends a lot, you have to budget too for your outing every month. How many times a month do you want to spoil yourself? So if you like shopping, you have to budget for shopping. Yeah, you like, okay, you're the type of person that likes to go try out different restaurants with your friends and all of those things, so you have to budget for that as well. So it's gonna cost you a lot. I cannot say how much you should budget for shopping or outing. I don't know how many times a month you want to buy clothes, but that's your business, okay? It is not my business. So just plan yourself when it comes to that part. So I hope I was able to touch everything that concerns living here in Cebu City, Philippines. I think I was able to touch everything. So yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys found this video really helpful. So if you are looking for a way of spending just around 15k to 20k pesos a month, which is like $300 and above, maybe 300 or $400 every month, Philippines is a good deal. I mean, it's actually a good deal because you might even spend lesser. To be very honest, it just depends on you and still save something too, and depends on where you want to stay. So I'm saying $400 based on where my own pocket and where I am. Do you get? So you might even spend more than that in a month, depending on the kind of lifestyle you choose. So if you want to live the billionaire lifestyle, there is room for you. You want to live the average man lifestyle, there is room for you. You want to be the middle class, you want to be a poor man, there is room for you. Subscribe. Okay, thank you guys so much, and yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up and share my videos as much as you can. Bye guys.